Also, if you're familiar with Sailaporo, Camp for Your Own World, Beyond Bankai, Beyond Resurrection, Sailaporo, his third strong attack is a 900 AoE. And the reason that this is relevant is when he got Havoc, it actually became a 1080 radius. Now, this is a beyond full screen, quote unquote beyond, right? Because of now normal full screen is 1000 radius. But Ichigo seems to be Sailaporo's third strong attack, where it's a 900 AoE before having 20%, so it becomes 1080, right? So him having a 1080 AoE instead of that cross crap, really cool. Also, make sure to stay until the end of the video because I will be putting a cute cat video if you want to watch that. Alright, what's going on, y'all? WeBull's back again, and I wanted to talk about these banners because I didn't really get to talk about the banner much because it wasn't in the news. Now we have it in the news. So as you see here, step 1 is going to be free. It's going to be the same as anniversary format. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is. Caleb has decided not to change from that, which sucks, in my opinion. Step 1 is free. Step 6 is going to be guaranteed 5-star, and then step 7 is going to be probably an 8% rate. I actually want to see the 8%. There we go. Other character draw rate. This is going to be interesting because I want to know if this is going to have 1000-year blood war for the other percent. Probably not, but I mean, I do like to pretend that it will be. Featured 5-star characters, available characters, boom. Okay, so it's going to be unfeatured. Damn, I was really hoping for like 1000-year blood war characters, and then the featured, and then the unfeatured pool is like 1000-year blood war. That would have been really cool. That would have been really special, but I guess Caleb doesn't really think like that. Either way, let's just get right into the actual banner. The banner actually does look fairly good, or at least for me. I'm actually missing Yamamoto, and they actually put Yamamoto into the banner. So I do want to talk about the banner because there are some things that I missed when I actually did my stat skills breakdown because we didn't have all the information available at the time. So this banner is going to have round 4 with Soifon, Yamamoto, as well as Aizen. Then we also have the Toshiro, Nemu, and Mayuri banner. I believe that's round 5. And then we have Yamamoto, Chojuro, and Izuru. Yamamoto still a fairly good character. Soifon still fairly good if she doesn't need guard break. If there are enemies with guard, she's gonna kind of fall off. But for like something like Senkaimon stages, Guild Quest stages, she does fairly well for melee or Rankar week, so I am excited for that, especially considering that they're finally resurrecting 1000-year blood war characters. In regards to the speed of them resurrecting 1000-year blood war characters, I have zero idea. The original format that these 1000-year blood wars came in were 3-month sections. So every 3 months we got like pretty much a new 1000-year blood war character, right? So around this time we got 1000-year blood war, end of the year 1000-year blood war, March 1000-year blood war, then we got like July 1000-year blood war, right? So it's like pretty much 4 times throughout the year 1000-year blood war. Sometimes they decided to deviate from that. Now going into Ichigo, this character is gonna have a Rankar and no affiliation killer, and he also has Frenzy +2, Havoc 20%, Sprinter +2, Long Stride. However, in Arena, this character is going to be the first character to pick up Frenzy +3. That's incredibly important to note if you're playing something like Arena. Start Power Up Item +2 is also incredibly good for Arena, and then you also have Poise. Hit hidden enemies for like hidden enemies and guard break and nullify melee resistance is really nice. And then you also have the shared complete status immunity, so he's not even going to be able to be hit with status ailments. A character with Sprinter +2, Long Stride, damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment, not being able to deal ailment. Frenzy +3 is like he's running Frenzy +6. Now that's a lot of damage. Then we also have like the Devastation 60%, so he's going to be hitting pretty hard with this Soul Bomb because this damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment is not the same as Berserker plus 100%. This is beyond that. This is like full stamina damage boost except a different multiplier. So this will stack with your Berserker, this will stack with your Devastation, this will stack with your full stamina damage boost. This is a really strong skill. So a Devastation +60, this is the almost, in terms of raw damage to like one enemy, because obviously you're going to get less hits than bombardment, this is going to be the equivalent of having Devastation plus 120%. Alright, that's really good because that's a little bit more than bombardment in terms of raw damage. Just keep in mind that he doesn't have the bombardment's hit count, and the hit count is usually what ends up being like the more important thing in in terms of the soul bomb. Damage to enemies not afflicted. Is this better than bombardment? Well, bombardment is ×2 damage. It is devastation 60% damage plus 100% better than weakening and well, I mean, you can give him weakened defense than bombardment. Let me actually check that out, because that's something that I'm very, very curious about. So bombardment is going to be 8 hits, right, instead of 4. Let's assume that your character gets weakening and then weakened defense, right? So times 1.5 times 1.3, and then we multiply this by 7 plus 100. This 1465 will pretty much be the equivalent. Let me do this. 1465 is the equivalent of a character with weaken, bombardment, and weakened defense. That's like pretty standard for like maybe not Yamamoto. Yamamoto built different, all right? But now we go into something like Ichigo. Let's assume that we give him weakened defense. Let's assume that we give him ×2 damage from the plus 100% damage. That's going to be natural. And then we're going to get plus devastation 60%. That actually, we got to do it like that, right? 100 times 2 for the damage plus 100% times 1.6 for the devastation. So 320 is going to be our baseline. That we're going to multiply in by with, let's assume that we get weakened defense, right? Boom. 416 times 3 plus the initial 320. So his soul bomb is going to be hitting harder than bombardment if the enemy had weakening and bombardment. In terms of raw damage, keep in mind he doesn't have the hit count, but he does have the damage of a character. If you, yeah, he does have the damage of a character with weakening and bombardment. That's really freaking strong. So even though the weakened defense can be given to someone else or whatever, if you give him weakened defense, he hits harder than that character anyways, unless that character has double weakened defense, in which case that's a whole different story. And let's be real here, nothing's bombing harder than Yamamoto, except for like maybe me after I eat a lot of Chipotle in the bathroom. So yeah, overall, I do think that this Ichigo is going to be pretty nasty just based on his soul bomb, his actual first strong attack, and his third strong attack. We still have no real word on what the second strong attack is going to be doing. I'm more interested in seeing how that functions. Alright, and Uryu, when it comes to arena, strong poise. Well, I mean, he's gonna be a IT unit, and then this in arena, star power up item +2. Like the fact that he gets guard break and hit hidden enemies for something like arena could actually be somewhat useful. But like without long stride and like sprinter +2 or something like that, so he can go crazy, I don't really see him being used all that much unless you just want to fool around. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's check out the individual banners, because I'm actually interested in the individual banners as well. Alright. Okay, the first individual banner to come out is going to be Uryu's. That's going to come out from the 20th until the 27th. Wait, whoa. That's very interesting that they don't show the main banner like this. The main banner is going to go on for an entire month? No shot you have that going on for an entire month. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be going on for an entire month. That's very, very interesting. What the hell? I'm going to assume that it doesn't stay for an entire month. If it does, that's kind of crazy. Either way, this is going to stay for an entire week for Uryu, starting on the 20th of October. And that's going to have White Day, Aizen, Party Time, Aizen, Arena Tsukishima, and Stark. That's not a bad filler pool, to be honest. Like, the Aizen does have his uses in content like Guild Quest. Tsukishima is actually pretty good in Arena, and he's actually just an overall really good character. Going into Ichigo, Spirit Society Ichigo. Hey, I'm probably gonna go in on this, and oh no, I'm probably gonna go in on this individual banner. We got Moe over here, as well as Bargon, kind of mid, to be honest. And then Chad, last but not least, Spirit Society Chad. I do like the flavor of these individual banners. And then you have Arena Okiura, good character. And then Jackie, who's also a good character. The value of this individual in particular, if you don't have Spirit Society Chad already, this is a really good individual banner. And you also get access to, hopefully, a Brave Battle character. Now, you're not guaranteed any of these characters, of course, but I'm not gonna lie, the individual banners look a lot better than I expected them to. I am a bit, I don't want to say sad, oh, disappointed, that's the word. I didn't want to say upset or mad or anything, because I am a little disappointed that they are resurrecting round 1000 Year Blood War, but they're not being put on the banner. K-Lab could try to sell them as a character pack, in which case a couple of them might actually be worth buying depending on how K-Lab actually resurrects them. If the resurrections are bad, then you're better off just waiting to actually summon for them, because they will eventually be rerun. I have no doubt about that, but we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. Grind on, catch up with me. Stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, whether or not you should summon on this banner, honestly, I do think that all the characters have merit. Ichigo looks like he's gonna be really good. He looks like, to me, like he's gonna be best in banner, but I think that Uryu is probably going to have the most utility just because he's a droplet unit, link slot unit, super link slot unit. So you take him into IZ, Epic Raid, as well as Inheritance Trial, and Droplet Zone. I almost forgot about Droplet Zone. I'm so used to farming Epic Raids for droplets and potions at this point. But yeah, no, very good. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. And Chaz is just a brave battle character. It's not really that crazy about it. Oh yeah, and Ichigo's an arena character. Bruh. That's crazy. Frenzy +3. What the hell?
Joker. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that responsibility.
Oh, you wanted to know.